just how Ben Olsen and the Dynamo like it tonight. Here we go, we are underway, the second of 2 U.S. Open Cup semifinals here in 2023.
Can't leave that real estate in behind because we've seen how explosive this Dynamo side can be.
Very tight for the team lead in goals in this Open Cup as Quinones takes this on from distance, had the attention of McMath.
Right-footed by Trey, no one closes down the space, but it all comes down to this run from Escobar because he makes Anelli make a decision. You have to stay with the runner, and as he stays wide, that opens up.
Savarino delivers. Outswinger, always tough to get that power going back towards goal. If RSL wins, they will host. If Houston wins, they will go on the road. We already knew that coming in. And we welcome those of you who may have been watching that one. Not a whole lot in this start as Herrera tries to take this on. A couple of shots from distance, though, from Houston in the early going. Carrasquilla after it. He lets it run out of play.
I think if you're RSL at the moment, you need to be a bit more compact centrally. There's too much space between lines, so the spacing between Lafoslin, and Ojeda needs to be a bit better. Amin Bassi is just so good at finding those half pockets between the lines. It's up, back, and through around the corner.
Dorsey has been active on that right side. Looks to bring it in field. Quinones is in space. One touch to settle, and a big block. It was Anelli tracking over defensively.
But give credit to Mikael, last-ditch defending effort, like for like with the midfielder, and puts out a fire.
Again, Ojeda, positive touch. Here's Anelli. Down the line, Savarino. Sent it towards the top of the area. Luna couldn't collect it cleanly. Lafoslin shakes free of Carrasquilla. It's Brody. To his right foot, blocked down. Lafoslin sending it in once more. It's Escobar. Time to get the cross away. There's McMath. Oh, he's upended. A big collision there as he goes down hard. Yellow card will be shown. Looks like maybe 2 yellow cards will be shown.
Essentially for Mikael, but how quickly can you go back the other way?
Carrasquilla for Quinones, first time cross. Fired it all the way across the 6, it's loose, in front and tapped home. Hector Herrera scores the opener. The Dynamo lead in this semifinal.
Back and through once again, and then as you're in emergency defense, it's all about getting your hips squared. Anelli gets caught ball watching. No one makes that near post run, but such fine margins in cup situations. If you're Andrew Brody, there's no opportunity to take this first touch. Just put it over the line, clear yourself, get in your defensive posture for a corner kick, but take nothing away from how clever, how composed, and the quality from Bassi.
The last action of this first half. Herrera. It's Carrasquilla who collects it. A back heel! Oh, what an assist! And Houston find his second. Corey Baird makes it 2. The referee is going to take a look at this. The VAR has recommended an on-field review. Lucas Spalla will head over to the monitor. It looks like he's onside there.
My question is it Corey Baird that's affecting the play? That is what VAR is pointing to, Lucas Spalla talking about, but first glance of it, Carrasquilla is onside because you see Chicho Arango taking a half a yard to keep him onside. Carrasquilla onside.
Here's the decision. It is no goal, it is offside. And Real Salt Lake can breathe a big sigh of relief.
But that's why you pay the big bucks as well, just to produce that individual brilliant play when no one else can see it.
I don't know if we thought we'd see 56 minutes on the clock in this first half.
For Real Salt Lake.
Or rather, they have changed the sub. It might be Diego Luna coming off instead, 26 instead of 25. And here we go. Second 45 minutes is underway tonight. Houston Dynamo and Real Salt Lake, a spot in the final is on the line here tonight. The third time Real Salt Lake has reached this semifinal stage. As for the Houston Dynamo, this is their fourth time. This is turned over, and it's Quiñones coming forward here early on. Quiñones got a lot of power on that shot and didn't quite have the precision he was looking for. Bassi gets it right back. He's trying to return it where it came from. Still Dorsey. Now it's Carrasquilla. Shot just wide. Dynamo really sticking with it. Here's Carrasquilla. Again lifting this in behind. It's Baird. And a good save there from McMath. That was similar to the assist he had in the last Open Cup game against the Fire. Trylock just never really could impact play tonight, and Pablo Mastroeni electing for something different now. Foul behind the play. Arango is right in front of the AR. And a yellow card will go to Real Salt Lake's number 9 for Houston. Aliou Ibrahim, 21-year-olds from Nigeria, will replace Corey Baird. Well, he thought he had a goal, Baird. It was chalked off due to offside. A positive. Scored a goal in that last game in the Open Cup against the Chicago Fire. Another 4-goal output. It's been 2 straight 4-goal outputs. Carrasquilla in for Dorsey. He turns the corner, looks to cut it back. Falls for Ibrahim and cleared. Now Herrera. A chance to put this on frame. It's saved again. McMath down to his left. Great chances on both ends. Savarino. Cross gets in there, it's Julio! He pounds it home, and the substitute has found the equalizer. 1-1.
Jefferson Savarino gets into the space, knows exactly what he wants to do. Little drop of the shoulder, unbalances individual mark, and this near post run from Julio. It's just not a lot, but it's a change of the angle. Off the shoulders is Ferchenko. Makes no mistake about the header. Low and hard to that near post. Andrew Tarbell has no chance to react. Striker's header. Back across where it came from, put it down. You ask a lot of questions of opposing goalkeepers.
Remember, that sequence for RSL came on the heels of a really good sequence for Houston. Quiñones absorbs some contact. It's a free kick. And this is just outside the area, and it looks like a yellow card will go to Emeka Eneli as well. As he normally does, it'll be Deli Musovski coming on. The other sub will be Jasper Lafelsund. He will be replaced by Nelson Palacio. Third and fourth subs of the night for Pablo Mastroeni and Real Salt Lake. Musovski in his second season with RSL, coming over at the end of last year. Was converged on quickly. Is that a handball? It was. Gomez the guilty party. Free kick Houston. Dorsey and Gomez, and that's a yellow card. This is Hector Herrera. It was on target. McMath shuffles over to take it. Back to play.
There's no one has the ability to watch out.
Off to the far side, Julio making the run. Here's Julio, first time effort, deflecting, and into side netting. Quiñones racing infield. Carrasquilla rolling this forward for Dorsey. Dorsey cuts it back all the way through and saved by McMath. Bassi for Quiñones. Nelson Quiñones just wide, side netting. That might bring us to the end of regulation. A quick look at the watch. And that is it. The 90 minutes are complete. We got 30 more minutes in this U.S. Open Cup semifinal. There's the whistle. Away we go to 15-minute periods of extra time tonight from Houston, the day of that final. Here's Brody finding space. Julio. Too much twisting and turning. Herrera picks his pocket. Jonas in field. Herrera for Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla! Not far away yet again from the Panamanian midfielder.
Plays off the shoulder as Palacio gets caught ball watching. Let me just venture in a line higher. Great first touch to open up his body. It sets him up to perfection. Does not. In those moments in time, Josh, when you have a player that comes into the picture so late, like Carrasquilla often does, there needs to be communication on the back end of it. Ibrahim, excuse me, then you have a two-man game in terms of combination. From RSL's point of view, whether they meet a drop or two center backs, one of them need to step up and clog that passing lane.
Carrasquilla has to be careful as he has his name taken. One extra sub and one extra window available, so 6 subs, 4 windows for both sides. Off to the near side, and a player down for Real Salt Lake as play continues on. It's Quiñones, touched over the bar. And it looked like that came from the shot.
I think it's Ver on the back end of it. That's down. As everyone stops, you have to play till the whistle. Quiñones comes centrally. No one closes down the space, whether it is Anelli, whether it is Palacio. Takes no opportunity, no chance from Zach McMath, and he hits it extremely well. A lot of power and a lot of pace behind it.
Almost too hot to handle for Dorsey, but he comes off with a nutmeg. You talked about letting the ball sweat, letting the ball do the work. It's doing the work for Houston. RSL is doing a ton of chasing right now.
Just having a very difficult time.
Carrasquilla stepping forward. Carrasquilla! That is the moment! The big player on the big stage, and Houston leads in extra time.
Has rarely put a foot wrong, and it comes about the movement that we've seen all night. Starts outside, comes centrally, plays off the shoulder of that double pivot of Real Salt Lake, and you see 3 RSL players, whether it is Andrew Brody, whether it is Palacio, O'Vera, no one steps up. You give him that pocket of space.
All his performance was missing was a big moment like that. And what a way to punctuate what has been an incredible 105 minutes. That is the last touch of the first period of extra time. Some players are calling him maybe better than Messi right now. Some fans here in Houston think that's the case. They might get a chance to go head-to-head with Lionel Messi if they can hold on here for 15 more minutes. Winner moves on to the U.S. Open Cup final. Now can they put this one away? Some contact there, straight to the pocket. It's a yellow card for Justin Glad. The first sub will be Brad Smith coming on for Nelson Quinones.
The understanding of when to advance, but also just when to stay home and do his defensive duties.
Real Salt Lake preparing another sub. It is Marcelo Silva coming on to replace Emeka Eneli. There were some tight encounters as this will be pulled back. And RSL not pleased about that decision. And a yellow card for Palacio. Flag raised. And Vera not pleased about him going down. It's a yellow card.
He's gone.
And that is it. Oh, and now it's all hitting off here.
Just barks at Caicedo, says there's no contact.
Somebody might be getting a yellow card here, and I believe that's Artur.
Just a friendly reminder, Saturday these players and these teams have to go back at it again.
That's a very good point. It'll be in Salt Lake. The referee will go over to the pitch side monitor. You see, that's Vera. He was given a second yellow for the whole thing anyway. It's whether he'll get a straight red card or I guess what happened on the field. He's already in the locker room. The history books, it was a straight red card, not a second yellow. Real Salt Lake down to 10 regardless. We needed one more Open Cup after dark, Ricky, and I think we have checked all the boxes here. And now a chance to really put this away. Carrasquilla. Coco Carrasquilla rolls it off to the far side. It's Ibrahim! It's wide. A chance to put this on ice, but not quite. Too warm for ice here in Houston, Ricky. Long switch of play. And Houston able to get this out of harm's way. Smith just sends it clear. Ibrahim into the middle. Bassi saved. Caicedo keeps us alive for Bassi. Back for Caicedo. It's over. Houston is going to the U.S. Open Cup final.
Hoping to get the equalizer, and it leaves yourself extremely vulnerable going back the other way. There's no need for Ojeda to get too cute. But once again, much like that first goal, it all comes down to Amin Bassi. He draws in two players, Marcelo Silva, Zach McMath. The cleverness, the no-look ball, closing of his hips, and it's Caicedo. The sub coming in, he draws a red card. He gets the third goal for Houston Dynamo.
Well past 120 minutes. And that is it. The final whistle sounds. And for the first time since 2018, the Houston Dynamo return to the U.S. Open Cup final.